Awakening is not love and life. It's actually confusion, grief, and knowing that your old life doesn't really feel right anymore. Hello, my name is Krista, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to share a little bit about the awakening process, and I'm going to share some of my experiences as well too, because I've gone through this recently. And I know there's a lot to cover in this, but I'm just going to kind of do a brief overview with it in case maybe some of this sounds familiar to you and you are going through this as well too. So that's what this video is going to be talking about, the awakening process, and really kind of some of the things that a lot of people don't talk about. All right, so, all right, awakening. Where to begin? Where to begin? It's it's not. It's a dismantling, no question about it. A dismantling of a lot of things in your life, and it's not easy. It's not easy. For me personally, I didn't even understand what was going on. I kind of thought I was losing my mind, to be honest. I didn't understand it at all. I knew I was seeing things different. I was feeling like I was seeing things that nobody else was seeing, and it kind of was like, how can they not see it? It's so obvious, but nobody else was sharing what I was feeling. It's not something at that point that I could Google or ask anybody about. So I just kind of kept my mouth quiet and just kind of went along with it because I didn't know what else to do. Eventually, I did try to explain it to my husband, and that didn't go so great either, just because I think he looked a little concerned for me, and because it was so hard to even put into words what I was trying to say. I didn't understand it really. But in the big picture, it was a lot of confusion. I didn't know what was happening. There was a lot of grief that goes in it. There was a lot of tears because I didn't even understand what was happening. Just a lot of things were just kind of shifting in my life as well too. Um, I thought it would be, when you hear that term, I didn't really consider it before. You kind of like to think that it's some like peaceful evolution. And, I thought of like some of these embodied masters and people that had been around and kind of love and light, but it was nothing like that at all. It just felt very confusing. I felt very alone. I felt like I wanted to spend time alone because a lot of people, like my relationships started to change with people because we didn't really resonate always on the same things. Some things that I had done before, I just couldn't do anymore. And, I it was challenging. It was challenging. You start to question everything. You start to see things that you've never noticed before. And then you start to kind of think, wow, like this has always been in front of me. It's always been around, but I didn't see it this way. Your perspective starts to change. And once you start to kind of go down that snowball, more and more and more things become a little bit more aware that you never even looked at before. So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of yeah, I went down the rabbit holes, no question about it, just because I was seeking at eventually some information, and I didn't know what was happening and why I was experiencing this. Like I said, a lot of confusion, and a lot of sadness too. I remember just feeling very sad when I started to kind of be aware of some things. Just a lot of sadness. And again, I felt very lonely because I had nobody else to navigate this with. Now I see, looking back, that there's a reason why you are so lonely and you're doing this. You're doing this on your own. Nobody can kind of navigate this with you. It's your own personal awakening. Everybody will have a different awakening in different circumstances, and that's the way it goes. There's no one size fits all for something like this. Um, yeah, you just it's it's hard. It's hard. And a lot of grief. And, you kind of grieve who you were. You start to see things that you kind of just did unconsciously for all of your life. And it just becomes, you just grieve kind of that part of you that you didn't even know any different at all. So your life that you kind of have lived for, all of your life, starts to kind of, you start to see things that you never noticed before. And your identity changes, who you thought you were, some of these beliefs that you thought was just, this is just my personality, this is just who I am. No, it's not. You start to see that as well too. So all of these different things are starting to kind of come again, and it's kind of a really confusing, grief-filled time, and it's a very lonely time. And I will say there's different ways you will go through it. There's different um, time periods as well. Things will start to shift, and you kind of finish one phase and then you're into the next phase. And for me, it was not a quick process. It was pretty messy. It was pretty long, I would say long, but that was what I went through. Again, everyone will go through their own kind of awakening, and there's no right or wrong way. Yours is yours, and that's just kind of the way it is as well too. So I started to seek out information as well too, trying to get some clarity about different things. But really, it's kind of been that unraveling of who you were your whole life, and you starting to see now that you're not. I found reading some text, some books certainly helped as well too, just kind of gave me a little bit of clarity. I really did feel like I was trying to get all these puzzle pieces to put together. That's what I kind of felt like. I was getting a little bit of information here, and I was having this experience here, and then there was something over here. So I kind of felt like it was this puzzle that I was trying to piece together myself that I never even knew was available before too, right? You don't know what you don't know, really, is what it comes down to. And once the veil is kind of opened a little bit and you can kind of like start to see through everything, then more and more comes as well too, right? It just keeps growing and growing and growing, and you become a seeker, really. And yeah, so if this is something you are going through right now, I give you lots of love. Please know that when you kind of get to the other side of that, it gets much easier. And not to give up, give yourself grace. It can be really uncomfortable, but when you get to the other side, it kind of opens up new things. I'm not going to say it's easy all the time. It's not, but it's your path, and it's your path, and just to kind of embrace that. And there's like anything, there's ups and downs with it all, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And now I can say I'm so grateful for that experience. So grateful for it, really. It was really tough, it was really hard, it was really lonely. I felt very ostracized, but so grateful for it now. And also remembering that some of those hard times in our life are to prepare us for things that we can't even see at that point. And now I can look back and kind of see, it was perfect. It was so perfect. I couldn't have even arranged this better myself. So I see that now, but I wouldn't have said that a few years ago, but I can say that now. So if you're in the thick of it, please know there's an evolution to this. It will all make sense. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. So, you start to feel like you're kind of shedding all these old parts of you that you didn't even realize were there as well too. So if this is something you're experiencing, or if there's something in this video that resonated with you, I would love you to share it. You can share it in the comments. And, I hope it helps somebody, really. I will talk about this a little bit more, maybe go a little bit more in depth, but I hope it helps somebody, because I know I certainly would have appreciated stuff like this when I was going through it, when I had no idea what was happening, and when I felt like I was losing my mind, and I felt like I was crazy, and I had no one else to kind of talk to. I would have greatly appreciated this. So I'm trying to give this back as well too. And maybe there's people where this would resonate with you as well too. So anyway, wishing you all a lovely day. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and again, best wishes, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.